Hi, this is Jessie from Yarn and Sage, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this cute yet simple crochet necklace. This necklace is based off of the bar pendant style, which is typically seen in some sort of metal, but I decided to try to emulate the look using this Eslon cord. What I love about this necklace is that you can use any color you want. You can make it look however you want. Here are a couple other examples of the types of colors I used. These are kind of a fall palette right here. And what I love about it is that you can very easily swap out the pendant that you're using on your chain. And this chain was just a cheap chain that I got on clearance that you can get from anywhere. So yeah, let me show you how to get started. For this tutorial, you're going to need your Eslon cord, which is a beading cord. It's used for micro crochet, micro macrame, that sort of thing. It's made out of nylon, and it's very similar to a crochet thread, but I do prefer this kind of material over cotton thread when it comes to jewelry. I feel like it's a little bit more durable. It's gonna keep up to the elements a little better, and it's a little bit more jewelry-like. And you'll need a needle. This is a pretty good size. It's big enough to easily put the thread through the eye, but it's not too big, so you can still easily get through your stitches. You're gonna need a pair of scissors, and you're going to need your hook. I'm using a 1.75 millimeter hook, a number 0 in the Clover brand. I do recommend Clover hooks. These small stainless steel hooks work very well. They are ergonomic and they are very comfortable in at least my hand. So to get started, you're going to make a slip knot. And you're going to make a chain of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and you're going to make a single crochet, and going to crochet in each stitch, each chain across. You're going to end up with 12 stitches. What I like about this particular pattern is that you can adjust it to be larger or smaller if you'd like, but I like to start with a chain of 13. I was a little bit intimidated to use such a tiny hook and such a tiny thread at first, but honestly, it's not as bad as it may seem. This is very beginner friendly, and I would consider this an easy project. When you get to the end of the row, you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn, insert your hook, and do another row of single crochet all the way across. So yeah, although you're working with a small hook and a small size cord, it's not so bad. You get used to it. And then when you get to the end of the row, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to work across the row again. This ends row 2, and I will meet you back at the end of row 6. Okay, so I'm at the end of row 6 now, and as you can see, I just have a tiny little rectangle piece. Like the previous rows, I'm going to just chain 1, and I'm going to work 1 single crochet all the way across the row. There's really not a lot of stuff going on with this pattern, as you can see, and it is pretty straightforward. So that's why, even though we're working on a micro crochet level, I do consider this an easy project. And then when you get to the end of row 7 is where we're going to leave a very long cord. Definitely want a generous tail. And then we're going to pull out the hook and then pull it through the loop to make a little knot just to keep it secure. Then we're going to take our starting chain end. We're going to thread it through. We're just going to weave it in. Just kind of sew in the end under the stitches. Kind of back and forth just to secure it. Shouldn't have to go too hard with it. It's not like this is a washable thing, so it's not like it's going to get super beat up or anything, but you do want to have it secured. And then you're going to take your long end, and what you want to do, this should be the same on both sides since you turned your work for each row, so it shouldn't matter. And then you're going to fold it in half long ways. And you're going to take your needle and just kind of work it under the stitches, and you're going to start to close up the top, and we are making just a little tube. This is, just like the metal bar pendants that you see. It'll be just a bar with a chain running through it. So that was the same idea here. So when you get to around the middle, you're going to want to do a nice tug. You definitely want to make sure that your stitches are still laying flat. You don't want them to kind of warp, but you do want to pull it snug. And then you're going to continue sewing. But I like to find that giving a little tug right in the middle makes it a lot easier, so you're not having to very forcefully pull the entire thing at the end. Because what we're trying to achieve here is that kind of slightly curved shape. Not very ridiculous, but kind of at the same time. Just a little bit of a smiley face here. Definitely trying to get that look. And you may want to just go back a little bit. Just make sure it's secure. You really don't have to go too crazy. It is just a simple little necklace piece, so hopefully you're not pulling on it too much as you wear it. But then what you're going to do is you're going to have to sew in the tail, and just make sure that you're not going to the row below it. You just want to make sure that you are in the stitches of the top side only, because you don't want to close it up because you need to get your chain through. So after you close up the top and you sew in the end, you can snip it off. And then all you do is you take your chain And you may want to use your crochet hook because I find that it is not so easy to just, it's not going to just kind of pull through. So you just take your chain, kind of stick it on your hook and just pull it through. It's very simple to do. It's very easy to swap the pendant that you're using to get whatever color or look that you want. And I find that it works well with colors that you may not typically wear. If there are colors that, you know, like I wore this orange one, you know, and I have a very pale skin. It's a lot of pink tones. Orange does not look good on me. But I did wear it as the necklace, and just having that pop of color actually really does look kind of cute, even on, you know, even with skin tones that may not normally be flattering with that color. Just, I encourage you to try different things because the little pop of color really does do a lot in my opinion. And yeah, you can use, you know, whatever colors you want. It's just kind of my Christmas colors, you know, fall colors, just whatever works for you. So if you like this tutorial, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and I can't wait to craft with you again.